beloved. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. And may it also be the first day of the best of your life. So here we are on this 27th day of July, relative to this Western Hemisphere. And this is the day that the total lunar eclipse is exact. I am Astarius Miraculii, here to champion us, to champion you, to champion me in this moment of empowerment. Today's subject is divine healing for these times. So it's going to be more a matter of a transmission of energy to facilitate taking charge of these frequencies that are up. This is the midpoint between these three eclipses, as we had the solar eclipse on the 12th of July, and now today the lunar eclipse on the 27th of July, and then on the 11th of August we'll have another solar eclipse. Some say it's been about 150 years since we've had a planetary alignment like this, and so this is a very powerful moment of initiation. And so this day is about powerful transmissions. I'm going to be offering a lot of invocations, a lot of prayers, and in a moment I'm going to bring in the frequency of the didgeridoo. And for those of you who are not familiar with the didgeridoo, when I play the didgeridoo, I'm playing with circular breathing, meaning that there's no gaps in the sound. So when I take an inhalation, there's still a stream of air being squeezed out of the cheeks. And so the sound is continuous. And the uninterrupted sound is a reflection of the endless nature of eternity. Today is about bringing about a realization of who we all are in our eternal nature. To stand tall and sacredly proud in the face of intense and difficult energies. To be the divine champions that Creator meant for us to be. No more renting with option to buy, but owning that which we truly are. We are meant to be victorious through these times. Yes, they may challenge us in certain ways, but ultimately we're meant to rise up stronger than we were before we went through these initiations. So without further ado, I'm going to pause this and bring in the frequency of the didgeridoo. And when I bring in the didgeridoo, I want you to focus upon your highest prayers and your highest life intentions, and also allowing the resonance of your inner child to come forward, because the root of Godhood is connected to the inner child. So these didgeridoo frequencies are given to you and me and every being in all existence included, and helping in this sacred and healing moment. Take the deepest, most elongated breaths that you can take and focus upon your most exalted prayers and intentions. I love you so much. I see you winning. I see you overcoming. I see you flourishing. I see you being a champion unto your own self and having your own back. So here be I, and there be you. Life was meant to be a divine blessing unto us all. Blessed be this sacred moment. Blessed be the magic of our overcoming. Blessed be the divine intention that we hold within our hearts to be empowered by everything. Hear ye, O seeker, play not a game of chance. Maintain a lofty attitude to conquer lowly circumstance. Some circumstances seem so bad, though goodness in disguise. It's up to you to see the good or else be victimized. For if a circumstance seems down and you reject it with a frown, that circumstance is then compelled to pull you down in mental hell. But if you keep your mind on high, despite the pain of circumstance, up with your attitude, the circumstance rises, and beyond its pain, you then advance bitter circumstance is as a medicine to bring the wellness of a learned lesson. But you must swallow this medicine down to receive the healing and achieve the blessing. For if you spit this medicine out, life gives another dose, without a doubt. Then you become victim of circumstance, a tyrant from which you can't advance until you learn to face it with a smile. Drink that bitter cup and go the extra mile so that all things may be enhanced, because your attitude is more important than circumstance. Ascended Clan, I'm calling you to guide me on my way back home. I deeply yearn to now return and claim my ascension throne. The fifth dimension and beyond, inheritance above the sky. To heaven's call I now respond, in higher realms forever fly. Ascended Clan, I ask for this, not only for myself. Let every being upon this earth partake of heaven's wealth. Even unto earth herself, she also would return to end the madness of this flesh. A fire within us burns. Please help us to remember that we all are innocent, and by mercy and compassion unto heaven earth is sent. Resurrection of ascension, and God is found in man, and we all are family members of the great ascended clan. The love of God within my heart has healed and set me free. A love that is because I am. I am, therefore, I love me. Among the great ascended clan, I am eternally. You want to be loving on yourself, beloved. Let your heart, your mind, and your soul say, I am so in love with me. So in love with love, as love is so in love with me. I am so in love with me, so in love with transcending, as transcending is so in love with me. I am so in love with me, so in love with awakening, as awakening is so in love with me. As awakening is so in love with you. I am so in love with me, so in love with ascending, as ascending is so in love with me. I am so in love with me, so in love with success, as success is so in love with me. As success is so in love with you. I am so in love with me, so in love with my initiations, as my initiations are so in love with me, as your initiations are so in love with you. Beloved, you are meant to be empowered by everything. Everything is meant to quicken your spirit and expand your consciousness. Walk in the infinite magnitude of your selfhood. Remember who you are. Remember where you're from. Remember what you're for. Remember you're divine. Remember that what was lost you have now found. Remember and walk on wings, riding the bliss ascension brings. Wara muba he wa wara muba we wa iya, wara muba we wa wea, wara muba wa divyanu, danusi driamu awaku. Dance the dream awake. Wa waku waung, walking on wings. Radum blais esuta wea, riding the bliss ascension brings. Oh, this is your time. This is your time to rise in the majesty of who you really are. Your time to be courageous. Your time to be your own champion and to have your own back. I am so in love with me, so in love with God, as God is so in love with me, as God is so in love with you. I am so in love with me, so in love with abundance, as abundance is so in love with me, as abundance is so in love with you. I am so in love with me, so in love with my life, as my life is so in love with me, as your life is so in love with you. I am so in love with me, so in love with my inner child, as my inner child is so in love with me, as your inner child is so in love with you. Honor your inner child. I honor my inner child. I have twins. I have baby Astarius and little Miraculii. Sacred rascals, I let them out to play regularly. The root of Godhood is in the inner child. I am so in love with me, so in love with forgiveness, as forgiveness is so in love with me. Let there be God, capstone of my soul. Unfailing spirit, fulfill my goals. Let there be power in the word of my mouth. I conquer with faith, dissolve fear and doubt. Let there be wisdom as the fuel of my knowledge. Let it be ablaze within my heart. I must be consistent in the game of life, that wisdom may finish what knowledge did start. Let there be love in the work of my hand, my life as a blessing unto God and man and woman. Let there be peace as the wings of my mind, O sun of serenity, around me shine. Let there be joy of truth bubbling in my soul. O dissolver of sadness, come make me whole. Let there be abundance raining down upon me. My life be enriched with prosperity. and there is the fulfillment of let there be. For life will always give me, but as far as I can see, my being knows no limit. I am God, goddess within. Horizon of this moment with eternity I blend. Every space is here. Every time is now. Everyone is me. Full awakening of eternal remembrance. Blessing now I be. Immortal hands, immortal body, immortal energy, immortal healing. I as God and Goddess do all that they will ever do. You as God and Goddess do all that they will ever do. A man, a woman, a God, a goddess. We be absolute reality. So it is. And blessed be that which is necessary. That which is necessary shall be. There is no escape from the fulfillment of necessity. To make a vain attempt will find one in the spider web of cyclicity. Around and around, a constant revolution. Not learning the lesson or receiving the message that would afford one a divine solution. But as for every experience, yours or mine, we are the creators of necessity in thought and word and deed, you see. Never an element of chance, not for you or for me, because we project the causes, the effects become necessary. We create action, circumstance, and destiny. And now we know exactly what to expect through the universal law of cause and effect. But during the times when something negative would happen to us, our burdens seemed so heavy and oh, how unjust. And we cursed and cried, how could this happen to us? But the seeming negative thing was a lesson and a message too that could be highly beneficial to me and to you. The lesson and the message were like a door marked, pull. But our head was so hard, and we were as stubborn as a bull, for there we were pushing on a door marked pull. What are we doing? No wonder all the strife. Let us pass through the door of experience, and it will serve us in life. So we open up the door. We stand tall and we face it. Our cup is somewhat bitter, but we receptively embrace it. Oh, it's a very wise decision, for we cannot escape it. Yes, this effect was reaped from a cause we did so, and now is simply the time to pay the debt that we owe. So with calm assurance, we now walk through the door to be tormented by this experience no more. For the lesson we have learned and the message we did hear it, oh, how it expanded our mind and quickened our spirit. Yes, that circumstance was no element of chance. We were only receiving our own, and that's why we embraced it. Behold the things of greater brilliance on the other side of the door that now dutifully and gracefully and joyously fulfill and replace it. To think we foolishly thought it was a disadvantage. What a blessing to realize that every seeming negative thing must always have an equal positive advantage. Now that all negative thoughts have been divinely released, our countenance is filled with that heavenly peace, a peace firm in the supreme spirit of eternal standing. I mean that unshakable peace that passeth understanding. And now whatever our fate, let us not be disturbed. It did not happen to hurt us, but to humbly serve. Despite the seeming pain and apparent distress, all situations are to uplift our consciousness. And now we deny the influence of anything distressing. For there is a lesson that is teaching and a message wisely expressing to please study us closely, for we are really a blessing. And now the knowledge has been bestowed upon you and upon me that whatever comes into being is born of necessity. No more will we be caught in the web of cyclicity. We're now empowered by the dance of cause and effect, the universal law of necessity. I'm making my way back to my roots, one cosmic breath to ascension absolute. The time has been long since I have been home. I'm hearing the call of a heavenly song. O infinite being, in me dream awake, and among the ascended my place I will take. In trials of the flesh I have been enmeshed, and in spite of it all, I still have been blessed. After hurting my brother and dishonoring my clan, my part is still vital in God's master plan. I am ending self-hatred, transcending mistakes. A brand new agreement with life I now make. For hiding myself, I paid a high cost. Time to get back that which I lost. For ending my fear and the will to attack, heaven is open to taking me back. In infinite being I am now awake, and among the ascended my place I do take. On mountain heights of heaven's land, I now invoke the master plan. Because it's my divine birthright, I'm giving back my cosmic sight. At dawn of life, I was so high with the angels I did fly. I now dissolve all blinding pain. The ancient times now come again. 'Tis in the name of holy peace that all my blessings now increase. My great abundance now comply with power of my single eye. I bless the darkness, make it right, reverse the tide and free the light. God, make my power ever pure, else let the power not endure. I love and lift my fellow man and woman and understand the master plan. For me, there's simply nothing new except that which my soul once knew. First I spin at speed of light, within, without, come now my sight. Almighty Spirit, Elohim, make truth of this my cosmic dream. Oh yes, my eye is really single with light, my body does now tingle. Oh, my soul is so brand new, I now know all that I once knew. My being knows no limit, I am God, goddess within. Horizon of this moment, with eternity I blend. Every space is here, every time is now, everyone is me. Full awakening of eternal remembrance, blessing now I be. Immortal hands, immortal body, immortal energy, immortal healing. I as God and goddess do all that they will ever do. A man, a woman, a God, a goddess, I be absolute reality, so it is, and blessed be. So it is, and blessed be. So it is, and blessed be. Thank you so much, beloved, for joining me in this transmission of divine healing for these times. I am Astarius Miraculii, your champion, your astrologer, your sound healing transmitter, your Reiki master teacher, the one who loves you so much. And I love you so much because I love me so much. And you are part of the rest of who I am. And I am part of the rest of who you are. So just for a moment, let us harmonically converge with every victorious being in all existence, from beginningless beginning to endless end, and initiate the soul jumpstart. And let ourselves be individually jump-started into the oneness of the wholeness of victory. The oneness of the wholeness of victoriousness. I invite you to go to my website, Astarius.com. That's Astarius.com. Everything that you heard me reciting are selections from my book, Miraculii, Song of Ascension. And many of those things are also on my album, Spirit Rap. And I am graciously, humbly asking for your support to go and make some purchases. Get some of my creations. This is how I make my living. I love giving unto you, and I'm asking you to give back. If you're feeling moved and blessed by what you're receiving, then play in the field of win-win and go over to my website and make a purchase. Astarius.com, Astarius.com. And if you order a book, I will definitely autograph it for you as well. Now, those books are available in hard copy, which you can order and would be mailed to you, or available in digital downloads. And the digital downloads are very inexpensive. So I'm thanking you in advance for your kindness and for your willingness to give back. And also, I'm hoping that you'll give me the opportunity to do some private work for you. I am a psychic astrologer, and I do sound healing transmissions with didgeridoo, and I also practice and teach Reiki. I will even create your own one-on-one training for you if I don't have a group training happening. That's my commitment to empowering my beloveds. So you have my website, Astarius.com, Astarius.com. And if you're on the other side of the water and you want to give me a phone call, or even if you're on this side of the water, the number +1 928 254 9535. That's +1 928 254 9535. And lastly, I have a donation button on my website because some people just would love to give a donation of appreciation. Many of you have done that, and thank you so much for that. I really very much appreciate it. So I'm feeling so much joy within my heart. I know a lot of people have had a lot of fear about these solar eclipses, and then of course we just had Mercury to go retrograde a couple of days ago, and I just hit a really exalted place on this wonderful day. And also it's very personal to me because the lunar eclipse today at 4 degrees of Aquarius is like 1 degree away from my sun, which is 5 degrees of Aquarius. And that's why there's this great illumination energy emanating from me, because I've chosen to allow that lunar eclipse to ignite my solar resonance, so I could share this frequency with all of you, my beloveds. Aho Ashe, Amen, Namaste, Hotep, In La Keshavak, In Shalom, Satnam, Hariom, Rastafari. Our sacred juices are cooked and infinitely expanding, Juicetafari, Blissstafari, and we're going to always have many miles on our smile, wiggle in our giggle, tingling in our boots, laughter ever after, put in our strut, wings on our butt, always rising up at the top. There's room for all. It's just the bottom that's crowded, y'all. And so it is, and so it shall eternally be. I love you divinely. Fly well, beloved, fly well.